are here at Disney's Coronado Springs Gran Destino Tower, where we are staying in their club level. And if you look at the circles at the top, you might be able to find some hidden Mickeys, because there are Mickeys everywhere at this resort. We are in the Chronos Club, where we are staying for 2 nights this weekend at Coronado. Yes, at Coronado Springs. They're refilling the chips. Drinks, grapes, apples, fancy water, veg cheese, some snacks, some cookies, and Rice Krispie treats. We have entered our room. This is a very cool door here on the bathroom. I guess we will go right into the bathroom first once I find the light switch. It smells like somebody took a shower. So we have the toilet over here in its room. Nice sink and club level amenities. It's a very nice shower. And then we've got a big closet with steamer, robes, ironing board, extra pillow and blanket, safe.
You can get under the bed.
Well, that's how you can get under the bed at all the Disney resorts. It's for putting your luggage. We've got this like shoe putter on bench kind of thing, and a massive desk where the beverage cooler is. We've got coffee maker with some of our club snacks, ice bucket, TV, welcome Whitaker family, some drawers. Let's see. They're not like fancy soft clothes, but that's okay. Hey Disney with this nice chair, and we have a crazy awesome view considering this is the lowest level category for club level in the tower. And then like we can see Epcot, Swan and Dolphin. You can see down into Disney Springs. The building with the red stripe is the Disney Springs Brewery. And we got Hollywood Studios over there. Wide World of Sports is over there. It's a very cool view, and I think it's gonna be a really fun weekend. Oh, you can also see the monorail going towards Epcot, so that's super fun. And then we've got the beds that look super duper comfy. And it does smell really good in here. Go, Bells.
Come on.
Go.
Hello.
Next to the dig site, where there is the Iguana Arcade, some ping pong, the Explorer's Playground, which has a shuffleboard, this really cool slide and climbing area. I might send Christian up there with the phone to take a video. Oh, yes. Well, that's because it's wet from some of the rain, and Christian kind of flew off of it. And then we've got the more traditional playground kind of thing over here, but it looks really fun. Christian cam.
Where is she? Yeah.
okay, yeah. There's the slide back there. Scoping it out for later. Hello, my little guy. Hi. Not a while. This is the Ranchero section, right? Yeah, it's supposed to be like the desert. Laundry and quiet pool for this section of the resort. Bird was like, hi, what's up? This is the cabanas section of the resort, and there's this beachy area to just like hang out, and the hammocks look really comfy because they're like cushiony hammocks, and we will try them out when we have our flip-flops on. Not right now. Hammocks are pretty comfy. I recall Castaway Cay and somebody flipped out of a hammock. But this is what the buildings here look like. This is this section's quiet pool. Like I said, each section has their own quiet pool.
1.06.
In the middle section of the resort. Oh, I found the sign for the running trail. Let's see. There is also a fitness center. Let's see. You are here. And this is the final section of the resort, the casitas. There's lots of bridges and stuff. And earlier Howard mentioned it's like a slightly smaller version of Caribbean Beach. Way less sections, but the sections are bigger.
I think it's a manageable size.
Yeah.
Caribbean Beach. Like, Caribbean Beach was just so spread out. This is easily walkable, but it still has the multiple bus stops for each of the sections. So.
Quite nice. Bella has said about 17 times since we got here that she'd stay here again.
Yes.
I mean, it's very affordable compared to the other club levels. So.
Well, even just staying in a regular room as a moderate resort option isn't too bad. Bunny rabbit. Came inside and found the food court and Rick's Sports Bar. We have found the gift shop, Panchitos, with lots of merch and, you know, your standard Disney gift shop stuff. Some grab and go, snacks, ice cream, phone chargers. Yep, the normal gift shop stuff. Mickey's. Then you come in and you've already pushed it and it already assigned it, so you don't even have to push another button, which is pretty cool. Hors d'oeuvres. We got braised chicken and Spanish rice, buttered corn, pasta, and marinara. To sleep tonight, remember? No, I had my cup of coffee for the day. Thank you. Hi. How was your hors d'oeuvres?
Good.
Yeah, what was your favorite thing?
Turkey.
Smoked turkey. Everything was really good. I really liked the pasta sauce, and the rice and chicken was good, but the fig jam on the bread was also really good. Howard and I tried the gazpacho, the red gazpacho, and it was not my favorite. I don't know, it had kind of a citrusy kick to it that wasn't my favorite. But overall, the food has been really great so far, right? Snack time had a wide variety of choices. We weren't super hungry because we'd already eaten lunch. But then dinner, hors d'oeuvres, was really great. Howard and Bella are in the room relaxing. Howard is switching from night shift to going back to day shift after 2 weeks on nights. So he's getting used to a new shift and came home from work this morning, slept a bit, and then we drove here.
Excuse me.
Yes.
If the club lounge here had Mickey ice cream sandwiches, that would make this club level the best.
So from what I've...
Currently it's equal, a bit below
Beach Club.
Beach Club.
So at this point, it is definitely above Wilderness Lodge.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been great so far. We are out walking because it's humid, but it's not hot because it's overcast, which is nice. We're finishing up what is the jogging trail. Do you want to go around a second time?
Yeah.
I think we're going to go... Well, so technically, we've walked the whole resort twice now. We went around earlier and checked out all the sections, and now we're... Oh, itchy head. Yeah. But the kids did not know this stay was happening. I only booked it a little less than 3 weeks ago. No, exactly 3 weeks ago. Howard told me to book it, and I did. And now we're here, and the kids didn't know till today. Excuse my very frizzy, humid hair. Barky thirsty. So we're gonna walk around again, and then we're gonna go to desserts and courses.
Oh, wait, I think I've seen them.
Mickey is everywhere. Mickey's in the carpet. Mickey's in the art. Except now I can't find him in this one. But Mickey's everywhere. It's everywhere.
He's always watching.
He is always watching. Yeah. Yeah. Always watching.
So playing nice.
Yeah. And if we walk, there's our room right there, 9561. But if we walk all the way down to the end of the hallway, we're almost there. We're almost there. Promise.
Mickey.
Yes, Mickey's everywhere. If we walk all the way down, you can see Magic Kingdom. So we've got, I'm gonna have to zoom. My eyeballs can see it. But you can see the contemporary Bay Lake Tower. You can see Tron and Space Mountain. I don't know why my brain wanted to say Spaceship Earth. That's on the other side. You can also come over here. There's the castle. And then, blurry, but there's the Grand Floridian and the Island Tower. Time for desserts. watching the Epcot fireworks from our room. And I think that's pretty cool. Because we did not expect the view that we have. We're not gonna be able to see everything because all the low stuff is gonna be blocked by the Swan and Dolphin. But we couldn't see everything when we watched from the bridge when we stayed at Beach Club either. So we're gonna enjoy what we can, and we might be able to see some high up stuff at the end of Fantasmic, maybe. That should come from over there. I guess we'll see.
Can we go? I'm pretty sure it's
Yes, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. And we go right here. Technically, you can see them both at the same time. Yep, Spaceship Earth lit up again.
There was a lot of light, and now there's a lot of dust. Firework dust.
Yep, that's the end of the Epcot fireworks because I can literally never remember the name of that show. It's really grainy because we're miles away and there's light behind me, but that's the Magic Kingdom fireworks at the end of the hallway. Okay, we have enjoyed breakfast and we have taken the bus over to Epcot where we are getting in line to meet Phineas and Ferb because 2 weeks ago we told Christian we'd come back and meet Phineas and Ferb. So we're gonna go right under Spaceship Earth and meet them. Go say hi.
Hi. Hello.
Baby hugs. Do we all want to come on in? Good job. Should we get a picture together?
Look over there.
All big smiles. That's wonderful.
Very
Do you
cool.
want to come on in?
It's kind of busy. I mean, it's really hot outside. The kids are waiting to go down the slide. I will say, though, there are a lot of chairs that are taken up by, you know, like a towel thrown here or there. So we found the one last chair that was open in the pool area. Just, if you're a family of 6, don't take up 6 chairs, especially if you're just sitting in the pool.
What's more powerful than screams?
Was Christian going last?
Laughter.
Was that fun?
What city do Mike and Sully live in? Come on, strapless. Okay, you guys are just too good for Disney. Jafar. Who's Evie's mother?
The evil queen.
The evil queen. And who is Carlos's mother?
Cruella.
Cruella de Vil. What does
Bella,
Yes.
was the slide fun?
Yeah.
How many times did you go down it?
70.
7. You went down a second time, right? Did you guys have fun at the
200 times.
Did you have fun at the pool?
I wish I could record me going down.
Yeah, well. Glad you guys had fun. Go ahead.
How was hors d'oeuvres?
It was delicious. They had taters and they had salmon cakes. The salmon cakes were actually pretty good.
Taters were good.
Yeah, taters were really good. Mac and cheese
dogs
was
were
okay.
good.
Yeah, corn dogs were good. So,
It was very, once again, like kid-friendly.
yeah. But I
Spread.
mean, if you're not picky, then I mean, you can definitely make it into a meal. We made last night into a meal with the pasta and meat sauce. That was really, really good. Christian enjoyed putting a lot of cheese on it, yeah. But, I mean,
Yeah. There was
that's-
people like walking in with food from down at the food court, and I mean, it's not like you're paying what you'd pay at a deluxe resort club level, but you're still paying more to get club access. So
so why not use it to its full extent? Like, get some food, get some drinks, like whether it's alcoholic or not. Like,
I mean, I don't know what a can of Sprite costs in the parks,
no.
or a cup of Sprite, but
And if you're in
or any of it.
you're not getting a can.
No, you're getting the little detonator bottles.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah.
definitely easy to make it worth what you pay for club level, as long as you're not picky.
We will definitely be going back for desserts this evening and then breakfast in the morning. I don't know.
Probably snacks.
I don't know what our plan is for tomorrow. Living an hour away now.
Makes it a lot easier to be like, eh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, last time we stayed club level, we only had to go back an hour too.
That's
But
true. That's true.
I also wasn't feeling good after that club level.
No, you aren't.
So we will, I think we're going to hang out in the room for a little bit because it's a very nice room. And then go downstairs for a little walk.
You do a lap, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's getting closer to being less hot outside, I think. It's getting kind of cloudy. But I can't really tell. Yeah, there's some clouds. So shouldn't be as hot as when we were at the pool and we're like melting.
Yeah.
The pool was fun. We didn't really talk about that.
No, the pool was really fun. The slide was actually really fun. It's a short slide, but I mean, it was still
What's going on over there?
it was still a really fun slide. You get hit with water in your face as you're coming down almost towards the end.
From the Jaguar.
Yeah.
Bella went on it seven times.
It's not even a deep pool. It's only 3.5 feet.
At the slide.
Well, even at
No, there was a 5-foot section over where we did not go. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there was just a lot of people.
There was a lot of people, but I mean, it was mostly a lot of chairs were taken. The pool
Yeah.
wasn't that bad.
No.
It was just a lot of chairs were taken.
Yeah. So, and they did have like a pool bar and a place you can get food right outside the pool area. So, along with the arcade and where you guys went yesterday.
Yeah,
So.
playground. Siesta's Cantina.
Yep.
There's also a sand volleyball court over there.
The fire's
Excuse me.
But it was a really nice time at the pool. We spent about an hour and a half there.
Yeah.
So,
Did some trivia.
yeah.
We were the only ones doing pool trivia who knew the name of the musical that they were auditioning for in High School Musical.
Yeah.
Go us for being old.
Yeah.
As if my anniversary button doesn't make us old. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
But we will catch up with you in a little bit.
also at like 50. That's good price.
Okay, I got it. It's not a swing, Isabella. Okay, but you can't. That's a nice cloud.
Is that red side? Oh, hello.
We're between service times getting some AC, playing some Scrabble, because they've got all kinds of cool games in here. All right, Bella, that means it's your turn. Squeaky.
It's a good time.
We're not keeping score, but it's been fun. Snack time, day 3. Bye, Coronado.
Bye bye. Bye bye. You almost became the best club. Actually,
All right, guys. So we are home. We had dinner. What do you guys think of your overall stay at Coronado Springs in club level?
good.
Yeah.
Just so you know, beef is apparently really chewy.
Yeah. I tried.
It's not the most expensive steak.
Yeah. It wasn't a very expensive cut of steak, but either way, what was your guys' favorite part about our club level stay?
Definitely the Jaguar slide.
The Jaguar slide. Okay. So you can get that when you're staying.
Squirted.
Yeah, but you can get that when you're staying just regular at Coronado.
Yeah.
What about club level did you guys like?
I like that they have all the games in the club lounge.
Oh yeah, we were playing Scrabble right before we left, so that was a lot of fun.
I really like the food and the drinks at the club.
Yeah, the ability to get all the food and drinks that we wanted that were there.
Yeah. It nearly landed itself to be the best club level that we've done so far.
Yeah, we were talking about this, and I know Miriya and I will talk about it when we do our wrap up, but it is very, 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 very close to being there with Beach Club. So.
It is Beach Club level.
Yeah.
Plus.
Excellent. All right. You guys got any other thoughts for club level at Coronado Springs?
Mickey is everywhere.
Mickey is everywhere.
Mickey's everywhere in the entire resort.
That's true. There were all the
I
details.
loved that Mickey was everywhere, even in your room watching you sleep.
Yeah, creepy Mickey.
And I also love the playground's fireman's pole.
Oh yeah, we were playing with that as we were getting ready. We hung out, and Miriya and I will talk about this when we do our port.
And there's like a spider web and a spiral and stairs to climb up to. Then you go up some stairs,
Mm-hmm.
hop into a temple-like thing, and there's a message that Christian thing says what? I don't know.
I don't remember what she said. Something about Mickey and Pluto.
And so, then you go down a slide that you will see the details of on Christian Cam.
Yep. They've already seen that, kiddo. All right. Cool. Any last thoughts?
The playground is definitely not wheelchair accessible. Yeah, definitely.
No. But that's okay. All right. We'll swap over to Miriya and I.
Wait, actually, I also like that you feel like you're going into a giant elf in the center of the playground.
Yep. All right. We'll switch over to Mommy and I. All right. So you just saw the kids' reaction to our club level stay.
Yeah, I just saw my own hair. Sorry, it's Florida. It's humid.
Yep. So time for our wrap up.
So the kids didn't know about it until we pulled in.
Mm-hmm.
We booked it like 3 weeks out, and it was a good deal with the scooch it over so you're in the frame more.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I need videos.
With the stay longer and save
Mm-hmm.
discount thing, there was not an annual pass discount for the dates we were looking at. We watched some videos on it, so we sort of knew what to expect, but I thought it was really great.
Yeah, I really loved it. I'm glad that it was so affordable, so we were able to stay for 2 nights, which was really nice. We were able to experience dinner on Friday night, dinner Saturday night, breakfast all 3
dessert
both
2
days. Yeah,
We didn't show dessert last
No.
night because Bella's the only one who got anything. We were
way full.
Nobody was hungry.
Yeah.
Bella. It was pretty much the same style stuff as the first night, but instead of carrot cake, it was like an orange olive oil cake.
Yeah.
And then instead of a key lime tart, I think is what it was the first night, it was a apple
pie tart. Yeah.
last night. And one of the long cakes was something else, but I don't remember what it was last
Had
night.
poppy seed in it. I know that, but
Everything looked great. I was not hungry, and we had been sitting on the beach hanging out. So by the time we got up there, it was like 10 to 9.
yeah. So we had to kind of rush so we could get back to the room so we could watch Luminations. Luminous. Sorry.
Illuminations ended a long time ago.
It sounds close enough, but yeah, we wanted to get back to the room so we could watch that. We put on the soundtrack for it and kind of let it run along with what we were seeing in the air.
We could have watched it from the lounge, but there was other people in there, and all the window seats were taken because we got in there.
Yeah, and the lights were on, so it kind of would have created a glare.
But
So
it was really cool to watch 2 nights from our room.
Yep.
Could also see some other fireworks in the distance that I think might have been like SeaWorld.
they were based on. I looked at it, and SeaWorld
And I
is
think
directly
that
behind us.
Maybe Universal or something in the other direction too.
Yeah.
I don't know. We could see, technically, including Fantasmic, 4 fireworks shows from our room.
Yep. So really cool room. We weren't supposed to have a
Well, it was a resort view room,
Yeah.
and we were looking at the parking lot technically.
technically, yeah.
But we could also see,
all the
as
parks.
you saw, into Hollywood Studios and Epcot and if we walked down to the end of the hall, you could see
Magic Kingdom, yeah.
So it was really great being up on the 15th floor. Is it really the 15th floor? There's no 13th floor.
Yeah.
So is it the 14th floor?
It is the 14th floor.
No, the resort is really nice as a whole. I can see how it's a moderate resort in the other part of the, the other 3 sections. But the tower is definitely deluxe level.
Oh, 100%.
But you're still staying, you're still paying moderate plus prices. So it's comparable to, what, I guess, Wilderness Lodge used to be price-wise.
Yeah, the lower end of the deluxes. So yeah, it's at the higher end of the moderates. So
yeah. So the resort was really nice. We didn't do a total resort tour because I just don't know enough about the resort to do it, but I did show some highlights. I like that there is a fitness center in the tower and another one out in the casitas section, I think.
yeah, I think so.
The gift shop was really nice. It wasn't super chaotic when we were there. We didn't go into the food court or anything because we had club level.
We had club level, so we were eating there.
The pool was great. Kids really liked the pool and
yeah.
the slide and the playground, obviously. So club level.
Club level, I felt like
Lounge as a whole.
the lounge as a whole was amazingly themed. Like the food that they were presenting, the drinks that they had were all themed to a Spanish theme. I mean, it was great.
So the resort as a whole is Mexico themed, but the tower is more Spanish.
Yeah.
Mexico is Spain. So,
I thought the cast members were absolutely fantastic.
There were so many cast members in there. There was always one or two standing at the desk, literally right as soon as you walked in.
Yep.
The first day, we did not show this, but Bella dropped and broke a bowl.
Yep.
And right away they came over and cleaned it up. And they were like, it happens all the time. And as we learned about 5 minutes later, when a cast member broke a dish, it does happen all the time. And then somebody else broke a dish today or yesterday. Yeah. So it does happen.
It happens
quite frequently, apparently.
But they were so attentive. There was always a cast member that was walking around clearing stuff away. They were always helpful.
Standing over at the the drinks end.
Yeah, where you could request alcoholic beverages or specialty beverages.
Or even at snack time, somebody requested just juice.
Yeah,
it wasn't in a juice box in the fridge.
Yeah, so I mean, they were there. They were always willing to help.
They were constantly replacing food, which that's the one thing about where we sat today. Is you could see they were constantly doing stuff. We were there at the very beginning of snack time, but they were there constantly just
watching
refilling. And even at the other times, they were, there's half a tray, let's refill it.
Yep.
So
and
there was maybe 8 cast members in there, I think. At least.
And that's just the base level cast members. There were supervisors that were walking around. I mean, they were wearing blazers, so you could kind of tell that they weren't your standard cast member.
Then they're bringing, at hors d'oeuvres time, they're bringing stuff down, literally 1 floor from Toledo, the sit-down restaurant upstairs. I think every once in a while stuff comes from downstairs. All the food is great.
Absolutely. That chicken the first night was really, really good.
Last night was really good too.
Oh, yeah.
Everything we ate was really great. This morning, even the guava pocket thing, I expected it to be crunchy, and it was soft and pillowy, and that was really nice.
And the same thing with the croissant. I ended up making a croissant sandwich with the frittata, essentially, that we had.
That was really good too.
It was really good.
I Christian ketchup, and I normally put ketchup on my eggs.
It was absolutely delicious. Christian got excited. He got a croissant so he could put his sausage on it.
So food was really great. The cast members were constantly
very attentive, and the other thing is there were cast members that were roaming around taking dishes, but they were also engaging with guests and
asking if you needed anything, asking if you wanted anything.
Yep, because the other day, Christian at snack time was hey, can I get a Mickey bar or a Mickey ice cream sandwich? And they didn't have them in the back, but they also, because they don't have the food right there, right off the club, she was like, I have to go talk to one of my other cast members. Unfortunately, they didn't have any, but that's at the moment, but
Wasn't a big
it
deal.
wasn't a big deal. But the fact that she was like, hey, let me go look.
Yeah, that's Christian's main reason for saying it's not as good as Beach Club, because Beach Club, out of the 4 club levels I've stayed at, and the 3 you guys have had, Beach Club had a fridge right there that had
Yep.
the Mickey bars, Mickey ice cream sandwiches, and the Olaf bars.
Yeah, which isn't a huge deal for us, but I mean, it was great, but it's not what makes or breaks it. I feel like the attentiveness of the cast members,
Which was the exact opposite of how it was at Wilderness
yeah.
Lodge.
Exactly. I thought it was. I never had to worry about waiting for a cast member or anything. There were
always someone there.
There's always someone there, and if they were going and helping another guest, then it was maybe a minute or two, and they were back.
Another thing is that the lounge is huge,
Yes.
and like Wilderness Lodge, there's probably 7 or 8 total tables.
Yeah, there wasn't very many.
The lounge space in there at the Chronos Club is huge.
Yeah, there was at least what 1, 2, 3, 4,
2 big
5
tables,
Yeah, there was
and
like
then 3 smaller ones in just along that wall
that
with the
wall,
TV,
and then 2 circular tables at least, and then
another bench thing. So there was a ton of
tons
seating.
of seating.
It was hard to get a time in there where it wasn't a lot of people to show it all. But there was games. There was we played 2 different tic-tac-toes. We played checkers last night. We played Scrabble. There was Monopoly, Clue, all kinds of stuff. You could sit in there all day and play different games.
Mm-hmm.
There was also books, chapter books, other books. Bella was playing in the toy
chest. Yeah,
thing.
yeah. There's something for everyone there. It was absolutely
And the view is
amazing.
great.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, the view at Wilderness Lodge is cool, but you're looking down into the resort.
Yeah.
Like, into the middle of the lobby, which is great, but we were looking out and literally seeing almost all of Disney World property.
Yep.
Which is crazy.
It was so much fun just looking out.
Oh, also, snack time options. There was way more stuff than Wilderness Lodge.
Yeah.
And even Beach Club had a lot. And from what I remember, Boardwalk was about the same. But there was like the sandwiches, the chorizo and cheese sandwiches, and then the Uncrustables, the snack mix, 3 different kinds of cookies, like
all kinds of stuff.
The Rice Krispies.
Oh yeah, the Rice Krispies. They were different. They had
Today had chocolate.
Yeah, today they had chocolate. The last 2 days they had just regular Rice Krispies, which are really great. I mean, we took 4 of those
Today.
Yeah, today we took 4, and we took 2 the other day. But I mean, then they had the other day they had the paprika potato chips,
And the day before that, they had tortilla chips.
Yeah, which were hand fried. It was really great. And then each day they had Miss Vic's sea salt chips as well. But
They also had a different kind of spa water and the fridge with all the drinks. So food wise, great.
Yeah.
Lounge size, great. And there's a bathroom in the
Oh,
lounge,
yeah.
which Wilderness Lodge, the bathroom was right across from the lounge area. Boardwalk was, you had to go outside.
yeah,
I don't remember where the closest bathroom would have been at Beach Club. I feel like we probably had to go back to our room.
I think so. Yeah, honestly.
So the bathroom being right there was great because Bella was like, oh, I just played with toys. I need to go wash my hands.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Wash your hands, people.
And use the tongs.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so
That was
PSA. Kids are allowed in the lounge by themselves if they are 10 and older.
Yeah.
If Christian really wanted to go grab something real quick, I'd let him. And I did let him get his own food. But he is 11 and he is very germ-phobic.
I wouldn't say germ-phobic. He's very clean.
He looks at a shoe and he washes his hands.
Yeah, but he's also very considerate and he's understanding. So him at a serve yourself kind of buffet area, I'm not worried about him. He is very good about using tongs, but
Or
today,
spoon or whatever. A kid probably
kids, yeah.
older than him, literally walked past the Uncrustable plate and picked it up with their hand and then started eating it.
Yeah. There was another kid that at least used the tong to pick it up and then put it in his hand, so that was at least better.
Yeah, but still. Like,
Yeah.
get a napkin, get a plate,
something.
use
Yeah,
tongs.
what was it that... Oh, it was the croissant this morning. Christian just wanted a croissant, so we're like, hey, grab a napkin that's right next to it, put it on the napkin and bring it back. So, I mean...
Yeah, teach your kids and yourselves to use tongs. And wash your hands even after you use the tongs because other people are gross.
But another thing that I thought about was the club size being so big also played into the fact that we never had to worry about finding seating at whenever we went in for like
every time.
Yeah, for like
Last
snacks.
night we had to sit at 2 different tables, but
that wasn't a big deal. No. And then today Christian chose to sit at the round table that we played Scrabble at.
That would have been taken every other time we were there. But we walked in for snack time today about 20 minutes before they started serving. Yeah. And started playing Scrabble. So.
But it wasn't a big deal. There was no point that we were like, oh, well, where can we sit? No. Walked in on the first day and it was like, hey, let's go sit in the corner because we wanted to sit. We were kind of figuring out the lay of the land, but it was still plenty of seating. Didn't feel like you were on top of people, except for that one pass through right by the drinks. Like if you come in and you go to the left and you go towards the food, there's a pass through.
Because everybody thinks they need to walk through that.
Yeah, that's true. It just became a choke point. So, but other than that, it's very spacious.
Overall, really enjoyed the club.
Yes.
Really enjoyed the resort. Would stay there again.
Probably
club
will stay
level
there.
And would stay there again just at the resort.
Yeah,
general,
I mean, we're excited to stay other places club level, but I think Coronado for the price and the experience is pretty much a go-to. I'd like to stay there again.
I wouldn't stay there as like a, hey, we're going to the parks all day
No. But hey, we're gonna do a staycation, and our whole purpose is to stay club level.
I mean, we went over to Epcot yesterday for a couple hours, but that was to knock out a few things that we specifically wanted to do.
So
overall,
really great resort, really great club.
Oh, also when we asked for the anniversary buttons yesterday, as we're recording this, it is our anniversary.
Yep.
We asked for the buttons, and we just expected them, to write.
Just for us.
Sometimes they don't even write the years on it.
Yeah,
there's a couple times other resorts I've asked. They not only said happy anniversary, asked how many years, wrote it, and then they bedazzled our anniversary buttons and made ones for the kids that were bedazzled saying that I'm green, I'm celebrating parents' anniversary.
So really inclusive, really like thoughtful, engaging. Yeah.
And because you had to walk past their desk to get in or out, they had to say, hi, how are you? Welcome in. Have a good day. See you later. Whereas opposed to like, you had to pass the desk at Beach Club, but at Wilderness Lodge, if you just walked out through where you got food and you didn't walk in front of their concierge desk, you never saw cast members.
That's the other thing about like the Coronado is, for Beach Club, you had to use your magic band to get up there. So if there was an issue, you would have had to go back to guest services to get it fixed. With Wilderness Lodge, it was separated well away from the concierge desk. With the Coronado Club, it was right there. People were having issues with their bands, and the cast member was like, cool, let me help you. And when we checked in, well, first of all, when we got to Coronado, walked in, cast members was like, hi, how can we help you? We said, checking in club level. Immediately, they were like, hey, let's take you up. Took us up, and the cast member up at concierge was like, hey, we got you all good to go. If we could have your magic bands, we'll scan them, we'll get them all ready, and then we'll bring them over once they're all good to go. And they not only coded our magic bands for the club level, but then went out and tested them all to make sure that they were good, and then brought them over to us. So, I mean...
And then brought us they gave us the letter that was printed specifically, and the map, and we're like,
Yeah.
here's a map for the tower, here's a map for the resort.
Yeah. And then also when the bowl broke, they were like, oh, what else was in there? They saw the goldfish. And the cast member was like, hang on, let me go get you some more. And they brought more goldfish and Uncrustables right away. So just that level of detail is, I mean, what you kind of expect for club level.
And then being that it's a moderate resort, and the only moderate resort that has it,
Yep.
I approve.
Absolutely. So.
And because it's a moderate, I can look past that it doesn't have the ice cream bars. It doesn't have the water, the 3 different water temperatures,
Yeah.
or whatever.
But.
It's fine. I'm good with that.
Yes. Very good.
So overall.
Very, very, very happy. Very excited to stay again.
Successful surprise.
Yes. Yeah. So you've heard us ramble for the last
Almost 20 minutes.
20 minutes, so I think you can wrap it up, love.
Yeah, well, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Give us a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time.
Yep. Bye.